Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Anita, and I am coming at you today with a video which I think is pretty handy. I've got some pens that are mostly beginner pens. They're all Black Friday specials on Amazon, and all but one are less than $20. So let's get into it. All right, I'm going to be showing you all the pens using just a basic notepad that I pick up at Walmart, and the paper is fountain pen friendly enough. I do get a little bit of bleed through with some inks, but mostly I just get some ghosting, and it's good for just jotting something down and throwing it away and not spending an arm and a leg for something that ends up in the trash. So I like this paper for that. And the ink I'm using for the pens I'm dip testing is just a Waterman blue ink. It's inspired blue, to be specific. And let's get started with the first pen. The first pen is the Hongdian 1862. I'll put the information on the screen, so if I misspeak, you'll see what it really is if I'm wrong. This is in the color Green Forest or Forest Green. This pen has a medium nib, and it is a deal on Amazon right now. If you're looking for a pen that doesn't look like, say, a plastic Platinum Preppy or a plastic Pilot Kakuno, and those are great pens. You want something that looks a little bit more grown up, we'll say. These are good options, and they're still not expensive as fountain pens go. So, this pen has a medium nib, and we're dip testing in Waterman. I think there's some leftover green ink in here, so don't be alarmed. Waterman, inspired blue, and I think it has some leftover green ink in it. So do not fear, but I like this. It is a good writer. I don't have a problem with the nib drying out. I can take it out. I've made a mess already. I can take it out and not feel like stressed because I have, one of my more expensive pens, and this is on the low. It's less than $20. It may even be less than 15, but check Amazon. So that is the Hongdian Green Forest. Next up, not exactly a starter pen, but if you've been looking at the Pilot Vanishing Point, but you're not sure about it because it looks a little funky with the clip on it, and it's a little pricey, like, do I want to spend that? This is a good option to try out, and it's on a Black Friday special on Amazon. This pen has either a fine or an extra fine nib. I have to look it up. I'll have it on the screen. And I have inked it with Waterman blue ink. So this is the Majohn A1. The A2 looks just like it, but it's slightly narrower, and it's comparable to the Pilot Decimo, but this is comparable to the, I call it the basic model, the Vanishing Point. This is Majohn A1. I'm pretty sure this has an extra fine nib, but it could be fine. And this model is, I think it's called Fish Scales, but I'll have linked the model that's on Black Friday special, and there could be others, but the one I'm linking is matte black, and it's definitely on sale. And this is Fish Scales. And I think there was some leftover ink in here. Inked with, we'll just say Waterman We'll say it's a mix because I think there's some leftover ink in there, which is fine. And I didn't know if I would like the vanishing point because it's just odd, but I was surprised at how comfortable this is to write with. I don't find the clip to be obtrusive, and I don't mind the fine nib. I usually use a medium at the smallest, and I totally like this. I totally dig it. Maybe it's the novelty of it, but if you want a pen that's quick to work with, you want like something to take to work, but it's not, say, a $200 pen or more, depending on what you pick up, this is an option, and it is around $30, maybe slightly more, on Amazon for Black Friday, so you can check that out. I will have links for everything below. The next pen is another Hongdian pen. I'll have the model on the screen because my brain is broken and I'm sorry, but I love this one. It's a cute little writer. It's got a medium nib, and I am going to dip test this. I'm pretty sure there's no ink in it. Oh no, we are inkless. So we're gonna dip test it in the Waterman Blue ink. And I love this. Another good deal on Amazon. It's usually a good deal anyway, but because of Black Friday, it's even better. I think I got enough on there. I am making a mess. Seriously, I should not be allowed to dip test anything because I just make a mess. So this is, ooh, come on. This is 1862. This has got a medium nib, and I think the color is cocoa. With the link, you'll see all the options. I believe there are 4 options for color, and I like all of them. I just haven't gotten around to picking up the other colors yet because the pen is a little narrow for me, but as something to take on the go, I totally like it. And this is inked with Waterman Inspired Blue. And as usual, I think there's some leftover ink in here. I don't remember. I think there is. I had this in the to be cleaned cup, but I haven't cleaned it yet. Shame on me. But I love this. It's a great little writer. I don't really have a problem with this one drying out, as I recall. And the price is good. It is, I'm pretty sure, less than $15 on Amazon, but I will have it linked so you can check it out for yourself. Next pen is the Jinhao 9019. There is a bigger model, the this is 9016. The 9019 is bigger, but I find the size is just a little too big, but that one also is a good deal. Probably even better than this one. This is 9016. This pen has a Fude nib, which I thought would be fun to try out. So it's good for headers or something you want to make stand out when you're writing. And the color, I think, is amber. But let's make sure I'm still in the screen. Move my candle. There we go. So this is the, and you have to kind of get used to the angles on the Fude nib because it's bent. This was definitely cleaned out. And this has a Fude nib dipped in Waterman Inspired Blue. And I love this pen. It's so much fun, but it's not for everyday writing. It's definitely something for headers. So I guess a good color to put in here would be something that would go with everything that you like to use in your journal for that week or the month or however you want to handle it. But it's a little big for everyday writing, but I like it. It's so fun. Definitely enjoy this pen. And like I said, Black Friday deal, y'all. The last pen is another Jinhao. This is the X159 heavily inspired by the Mont Blanc 149, but this is, I don't know, you could pay the tax on a Mont Blanc and get dozens of these. It's really, really inexpensive. This pen has a fine nib, I believe. Yes, this one's fine. And I still have this one inked with Pilot Iroshizuku Yuyaki. It was one of my pens in October, and I still haven't finished it yet. But I love this pen. And you can get this as a single pen or a 4-pack. It is a deal. Jinhao X159. This has a fine nib, and this color is orange. There are 2 sets of colors to choose from, as I remember. There's this color orange, there's an ivory, a teal, and then another shade of green. And then there are other very muted, more professional colors like dark blues, burgundies, blacks. I forget, those aren't as interesting to me. I like a pop of fun, more so with my pens. And this is inked with Pilot Iroshizuku Yuyaki. I love this pen. Another one of those that I've had very good luck with, and I have other models of Jinhaos, but these 4 that I picked up together, all of them have been good right out of the package, and I haven't had any problems. Everything has been good. The the Jinhao Centennial 100, I like aesthetically, but they can be very hit or miss. So if you're a beginner and you want to try it, definitely go ahead and pick one up and understand that if something's not quite right, you may have to clean the pen and send it back and ask them to replace it. And it's a good idea to dip test your pen as opposed to inking up the converter. So that way you know if it writes smoothly enough, at least with the nib, you know that that's not a problem. Yeah, but this is a really, really good option. You can get 4 of these for less than $20. What a deal. So that is it for today. I just wanted to show y'all some of what is out there for beginners, but are also good for us who are a little bit further along in our fountain pen journey, and you want something to take on the go and you don't want to spend an arm and a leg. Black Friday on Amazon is a good time to pick up a pen for not a lot of money. Thanks so much for coming to hang out with me. Hit subscribe if you like my stuff. I would love to have you back, and talk to me down in the chat if there is something you want to tell me about, because I do not discriminate against pens. If there is a good pen for a good price, I am down to try it. Take care, y'all, and have a great day. Bye-bye.